Hi guys, welcome to today's session. Today we want to look at how to create a homeschooling schedule or a daily routine that can help you in your homeschooling journey. Understand your family's natural rhythm. Important questions that you need to ask yourself is, do you work from home? And if yes, do you need some quiet hours? Secondly, do you have toddlers or babies whose nap schedule can affect the day? Thirdly, do you have appointments, therapies, or activities on specific days? And then with that, you can design your schedule around your real life because that will make it easy for the homeschool to flow. Next, now you choose a schedule format. Now with these, they are 3 or more kinds of formats that you can look into. The first one is a time-blocked schedule, whereby you assign specific times, for specific things, and it has to be consistently so. So the pros is that, it is good. That consistency will help the child in gaining knowledge because there'll be like a consistent way of learning. But now the downside is it is not very flexible. You disrupt one event or one activity and it spills over to the next. We have loop scheduling, where you list the number of things that you want to do in that particular day or the number of subjects you want to cover on that particular day without assigning a specific timeline for it. It is good for, families with interruptions, multiple children and varied energy days, because now you don't have like a specific time frame to do some things. But now the downside is, if not carefully handled, so many things will get skipping, so many things will be skipped for days. You can consider having rotating subjects in the week. Like you say, Monday is for this particular subject, Tuesday is for this particular subject. That is, the upside also of this loop schedule. I must say this, that when they are young, loop schedule is good, because when they're young, they don't need so much classwork to cover. But as they grow older and they get more advanced in their coursework, they really need a time scheduled, like a time block schedule where they have to cover specific subjects at specific time. This kind of method really helps the older children to be very consistent, and they get to achieve a lot in their academic work rather than when it is not predictable, when they're going to have what subjects and all that. Remember that schedules are adjustable, so you adjust the schedule as you go. You will see what is not working, what needs to be improved, or what needs to be emphasized, so that you get to meet the needs and the requirements of the family and the child as well. I highly recommend that for core subjects like math, language arts, science, and social studies, the child has like a predictable pattern, something they can work with and improve as they progress. And then for electives like art, music, coding, gardening, or life skills, they can work with a looping schedule. Something that has consistently proved to be a blessing is when they have a specific time for waking up, a specific time for breakfast, a specific time to do other, to help in the house chores, a specific time to have their studies. It has really helped me because with that routine, when the child settles in the routine, you don't struggle. You don't really struggle with a child. All these said, and all this done, don't forget that the children need breaks. And these breaks, it is best when it is done outside where they connect with nature, where they play, if it is community service, they can engage in community service. The lessons should not take so long. And the breaks should also not take, extremely forever. If you understand what I'm saying. Don't be afraid to make changes. And just a few tips, for success. For the younger children, keep their lessons short. Focus on consistency rather than perfection. Use a planner or a calendar to stay organized if you need one. Celebrate your progress, whether it is a small win, and then leave room for fun, creativity, and family time. Because all said and done, they will forever remember, the things that they did together as a family. Learn to evaluate yourself. If you have a friend who is homeschooling, you can share your progress so that you evaluate one another. And iron sharpens iron in a way, but this is not necessary. It's not like it is a must. It has to be done. So with that, thank you so much for joining. See you on the next episode.